Alright. Hey, what's up, YouTube? First off, I want to thank you guys real quick for clicking the video and watching. I hope that you could learn something from it, implement it into your training, hopefully get some benefit to it. So today, what we focused on was front squats for a couple reasons. One being I didn't hurt myself, but my lower back is extremely sore from doing deadlifts earlier this week, so trying to avoid putting any pressure on my back. So basically, I think it's good to implement front squats into your training program. If you guys haven't given a shot yet, I would definitely recommend you starting to work them into your routine as opposed to just always going to back squats. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but there are a lot of benefits to front squats that the back squat doesn't offer. So let's go through them real quick. So firstly, what we did, we went ahead with a warm-up. Standard as always. You guys got to make sure you warm up, especially on something like legs, where you're probably going to be moving a decent amount of weight. So what we went ahead and did, you guys will see here, started out just foam rolling a little bit, tried to move around the blood in the quads, and then we did some stretching, a little bit of a dynamic warm-up just to get a little light sweat going. You never want to go right to the weights. So we started with that, and then we moved to, what did we go to? We went to leg extensions. This is always my go-to whenever I train quads. For me personally, a lot of you guys that have been following me for a while, you know that I did actually have ACL surgery like 5 or 6 years ago at this point, but I still like to make sure that my knees are 100% ready for what I'm about to put them through. So we did 4 sets here. I think I did 20 reps on all 4 sets, and then we got right into it. We went over to the squat rack and we did front squats. Now, the main benefits to front squats, let's talk about it. So basically, a front squat is essentially the same movement as a squat, but a little bit different in the mechanics of it. So essentially what it allows you to do is take the pressure off your back. It actually alleviates some pressure on your knees too, which a lot of people don't know. So that is another reason why I like to implement it. I am a big deadlift guy, so sometimes my lower back, like today, it just ain't feeling 100%. So I know I'm not really gonna be able to put a whole lot of weight back there. So that's one benefit to it, guys. If you're someone who struggles with knee pain, back pain, front squats are a great alternative, because essentially what it's doing is it's taking the load and it's placing it in front of you as opposed to behind you. Second benefit, if you're into Olympic lifting or anything like that, it's gonna transfer directly into those lifts. The front squat, you guys, for those of you who are familiar, all your cleans, your snatches, things like that, your front squat is gonna definitely transfer over into that in terms of strength. So it's a great tool to use to help with Olympic lifts. If that's what you're doing, whether you're doing it competitively or you just train that way for fun, it's gonna directly transfer over into that. The third thing, it's gonna engage your core a lot more. Being that the weight is in front of you, you're kind of really forced to stand upright more. You really got to keep it, tight core. Otherwise, you're really gonna, slouch over. You're gonna drop the weight. So it forces you to engage your core more than a back squat does, which actually leads me to my next point, is that the mechanics of a front squat, however you want to hold it, there's 2 ways you could hold it. The way I like to do it is keep my hands crossed over my chest, elbows up. The other way that I see a lot of people do it, but my wrists just are not that flexible, is almost like if you're going to do like a hang clean or a power clean, whatever the case may be, and you hold it up like this and squat down. I don't feel comfortable doing it that way, so I don't. However you feel more comfortable, you're probably going to have to experiment a little bit, but I like to hold it like an old school way, like this. So basically I get my stance. I like to point my toes out a little bit. I feel like it just makes the movement a little bit more fluid for me when I go down. So I cross my arms up here like this, elbows up, and I come all the way down like so. But what I was saying, how it transfers over into back squats, whichever way you hold it, it doesn't matter. But being that you have to keep your elbows up in either position in order to stop the weight from falling, it's going to force you to keep them more straight back. So now when you go over to your back squats again, you're less likely to do like one of these squats, which some people do, but it's okay. Everyone's learning, and not everyone's on the same level. But it's going to help you keep a better position. So ultimately, you're going to lower your risk of injury, better form. You're gonna be able to move more weight. So it's literally going to directly transfer over to your back squats. So it's definitely definitely another reason why you should implement them. And lastly, the last reason why I think everyone should implement them is that you know, whether you're bodybuilding competitively or you're working out just for yourself, or maybe you're training for a sport, you want to be well-rounded, guys. You don't want to, granted, we all have our weaknesses, our strengths, exercises that we suck at, body parts that we suck at, me, my calves, but it's okay. You want to be well-rounded, and you want to try to develop, the best, possible complete physique in terms of strength, in terms of, look. You want to be well-rounded in everything. It's ultimately just going to make you more efficient in the gym or whatever sport you're playing in. No one part of you is going to lack more than the rest of you. So yeah, let's get into it. So basically what we did here, you guys will see, I did the bar first just to kind of get a feel for the movement. I usually don't do that, but like I said, my back is a little bit more stiff than usual. So I did the bar, then we went to a 45, which still isn't a working set. Then we jumped up to a 45 and 25, and I think I did like 12, and then we went up to 2 plates. Now today I decided to stay with the 225, guys, because like I said, my right knee, I did have ACL surgery on it, so stupid me, I accidentally washed my knee wraps first thing this morning. I don't know why. I guess I forgot I was training legs, so I didn't have my knee wraps with me, and I don't like to take the risk of going extremely heavy if I'm not able to wrap them. You could say what you want. Some people think, they don't really do anything. For me, I just feel a little bit more, mentally like, okay, like my knees are right now, having them on, so I always like to bring them with me. But I forgot them today, so I played it, on the smarter side. I'm not going to say safe side, because I do always push myself, but I played things on the smarter side of things, which you all should be doing. And I stuck with the 225, and I banged out 4 to 5 sets. Really try to keep a good tempo here. Slight little pause at the bottom, and hit this for 10 to 12 reps on each set. So, but like I said, guys, make sure that when you do this, you are starting out slow. If you're going to start to implement it, it's a little bit of an awkward movement at first, so I definitely would recommend that you take your time. The weight will come, I promise you. Don't focus on weight. I don't care what the person is doing next to you. I don't care what you see me do. I don't care what you see, any other person on the internet do. Take your time, get the fundamentals down right, and the weight will come with time. So that was front squats. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to send me a message on Instagram, my email, whatever the case may be. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone, maybe, a partner of yours that you go to the gym with. Maybe you guys have been debating about trying front squats. Now you got all the info you need, so there's no reason why you can't do it. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I appreciate you watching. Like always, guys, the support means the world to me, and I'll catch you guys next time. That's it.